Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Well, Gary Morgan here with Michigan Travel. Today, we're out here at Bandelier National Monument Visitor Center, out here in northern New Mexico, a little bit east of Santa Fe, and we're going to go into the visitor center. This is a pretty cool spot. It looks to me like it was built a long time ago, probably in the 30s. It's a National Historical Landmark, probably built by the CCC boys, but it was built a long time, in 1987. But yeah, so they got a little village here. They got a little cafe, park store. We're down here in the canyon, do a little hike. Beautiful 60-degree sunny day here in New Mexico. And well, I'm gonna go into the visitor center and check it all out. Okay, we're here in the courtyard of the visitor center, showing different plants. This is kind of a cool spot. Had some snow here. Checked out the movie. This building, these buildings here were built in the 30s and 40s and 50s. And we just saw a movie, The Bandelier's Wilderness, the people of Parata, studying the past, and the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps, started in the 30s. In 33, they started doing work out here, and done all the great. It says, "Mother never leave for Yillis. It's the best place on earth." Pretty cool. These are old trails over which we walked in the Southwest in order to bring the experiences of the past into life today. Pretty cool. Yep. So, Bandelier National Monument. Spiritually, our ancestors still live here in Bandelier. You see reminders of their presence here, their homes, their kivas, the petroglyphs. As you walk in their footsteps, value the earth beneath you, and show everything the same respect we do when we revisit this sacred place. Affiliated Pueblo Committee. Cool. So, gonna do a little hike out here, about 2.5 mile hike. We're here down in this beautiful canyon. It is pretty cool. Yep. So, and there's one of their cooking ovens right there. They're checking out what they can see up there. There's a variety of wildlife up here. And do not enter the horno. So obviously a cooking oven. But yeah, that's a beautiful spot here. Okay, getting ready to do the Pueblo Loop Trail. It's about 1.5 miles, and then another little extra, and head out it right here. This here is the Big Kiva. The large underground room is called the Big Kiva. Kivas are a center for religious and political life. Ancestral Pueblo people. Cool. Would have been covered with a earthen roof, slightly above by 6 wooden pillars. Would have entered and exit over there. Going up further up in the canyon here. Oh wow, beautiful cliffs there, both sides. Come up this paved path. Wow, okay, this is like the village they would have had. Yeah, the village right here. Yeah, with all the footings. Pretty cool. Got a little trail over that way. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's where the Indians lived back then. So this is, like I said, on the Pueblo Loop Trail. So let's look here at the marker. Welcome to the Queweenie Pueblo, what remains of the village around you, occupied 500 to 700 years ago. 400 rooms, 1 to 2 stories high. About 100 people could have lived here. Okay, get a little closer to this, and you see how porous all the holes in the rock. That's amazing. It's all along just this section of the canyon, just right here. That's pretty cool. I have to ask the ranger exactly what is it. That is cool. Right back into the All the way right back in there. Place for animals to hang out. A little dark. We go straight up the walls right there. Okay, we're up here at these cave dwellings now. And they built caves right into the rock here. So a lot of it was porous. A ladder going up to it. And they did some reconstruction in the early 1900s. So this trail goes right along the cliffs here until some of the houses they had here. And they used adobe, it says do not enter. But there it is, there's one of them. That's used wood and clay above it. Okay, gonna go up these ladders. There was another cliff dwelling there. They hung out in there. There's the path. Top of the adobe huts there. And all the way out through the canyon there. Okay, there's one of the ladders going to the cliff dwellings here. So we're gonna go check it out. Okay, this is what it looks like inside one of these cave dwellings. Well, definitely it's gonna protect you from the elements. Not a super lot of room, but you could tell it would protect you inside, and they did some fires in here and stuff, but it would protect you from the elements. No doubt about it, even over there. Yes. And it goes over to there, over there. Yeah. All this porous rock, they could put all kinds of, live up here. I'm inside here. You can see all the black on top of the stones inside these huts up here. And that would mean they had fires up here. And would put cooking up here. Obviously the smoke went out that way. But yeah, they did cooking up here. Also like heat. You see the whole thing. That is pretty cool. Yeah. And here's the ladder where they go down. And here's the everything below it there. This is the view you get from here. Steps going down. And there's the Indian village down there, where all the footings are from the village down there. Pretty cool. Get a great view of it up here. So with this porous rock, you can tell they're able to use it to their advantage and build inside of this stone here. It was already halfway done for them. That was pretty cool. That is awesome how, like I said, they built these cliff dwellings right into the rock, but the holes were already started for them. And we're still on the path here to go check out a few more of them. There's down in the valley there a little bit. Okay, we're on these thin steps here going up and down along the cliff here. Right along the cliff, right along the cliff here. That's pretty cool. This is a cute little hike. I love it. Beautiful sunny 65-degree day here in New Mexico. These were the steps. These type of steps all the way along the cliff here. Pretty cool. And now heading back down to the main trail and go from there. Okay, all the holes along there, circular ones, were all the logs that were basically, that held up the adobe roofs along here. And that's where they had all kinds of buildings, and those there held up the adobe roofs on top of all these buildings here. Pretty cool. Cactus, do not know the name of it, but it looks mighty dry, but Gwen says it's like this all the time anyway.
Yeah, the more water it gets, the more plump it gets.
But I'm sure in the spring there is, with a little water, I believe some flowers. In fact, it looks like right there they're getting ready to bloom.
That one's pretty dry. I can't remember the name of this.
But see the little, here they are right here.
Yeah.
The little bloom, the little orange things, are gonna be some flowers here eventually this spring. Okay, there's the flowers. And when they come in complete bloom, they've got to be something. Yep, all the yellow there, absolutely going to be beautiful. Here is a juniper tree, and my friend Gwen just said that they make gin off of the, off the needles. This thing, the berries, and turns into gin. She let me smell. And so it's gin, and then guava comes from the guava plants here in the desert. So lots of distilled spirits come from the desert. Makes you tough being out here in this hot, dry atmosphere, or cold during the winter. Of course, we're not having much of a winter here either. No snow anywhere here either, just kind of like Michigan and the rest of the USA. Now here's a little creek here. Here, make a little noise here. The little bridge over it, and there it starts right up there. Just a little. Okay, here's the bridge we're gonna go over. And the backdrop of the sun hitting the canyon walls is pretty cool. With the contrast here, the shade into the sun. We've come across some straight sandstone there that comes down to the river, as straight as it can be. And then up above it, the porous sandstone. Above it there, as the sun is shining, you get a golden color. Wow, here, walking down here at the bottom of the canyon. This is pretty cool. Wow. And here's a little creek down here. Another bridge. Done beautiful, brand new bridge. Built with big old whopper ponderosa pine. This is phenomenal. Here's the trail. Lots of logs falling from obviously the river and from fires. Nature taking its course through here, and of course they had to do a lot of chainsaw work till we could have this path. But yep, logs piled up here from high river levels. That little creek there can become a raging river when there is a storm upstream, and even in here, a little 1-foot creek can be a 30-foot wall of water when it's filled with water coming down the mountain. Pretty cool. This beautiful little path here. And an awesome day for a hike here at Bandelier National Monument. Yep, up there along the cliffs up there, we're gonna do a little hiking. Well, not hike, we're gonna climb these ladders, go up 140 feet to the A.K.A. house. This is looking down the valley. And we're going right along this straight sandstone. We're gonna go right along the cliff here, up to there. See up there? And there's a view of the river. Just came up those steps right there in that little path. There is the view at this end of the canyon. Wow, spectacular. Down there. Cool. What a view. At Bandelier National Park, and then the snow on the other side. What a picturesque park. Wow, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go up these steps here, another set of steps, and I'll be up there somewhere. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, high adventure living here at the National Monument. The Indians lived way up here. This was one of their adobe huts here. You could go back around, but it's closed off. They could go in there, see the porous rock, the other side of the mountain. Then over there, they could go into those. And then this is an archaeological site back here. They're still looking for some things. So it's closed up. Protect cultural resource area behind violated. So they're looking at, things in there, kind of a sacred spot for the Indians. And we'll walk right over here. But this truly is a unique spot. And to climb all the way up here, it's not for the faint of heart. Gotta watch my step up here. And we can take a look into the cave right here a little bit. It was so cool how they carved into these. And could be protected from anything way up here. Another spot right here. Right here. Could be protected in there. Cool. And well, I'm going to be getting ready to go down. Went down a lot of steps. 140 steps, they said, to get down. But here is what's here at the top. And the sun's shining off it, giving off a glow. Pretty cool. What a phenomenal sun. Almost at the top of the canyon here. Oh, that's where I just went. You saw me going up there. And all the way up to that big cave up there, overhang. That's where I just went. 140 steps, but absolutely phenomenal. What a cool hike. The A.K.A. Hotel, they call it. But it's where the Indians hung out 500 to 700 years ago. All the porous rock, Okay, me and Gwen are gonna head back. There she is. We're gonna head back as last look around here to the car and back to Albuquerque with the big old Ponderosa pines.